Hey everybody, welcome back to the Mindcrack server. Boy, has it been busy around here. You might notice some chronological errors in the timeline of my series of videos, mostly because of Brian. You're in my intro now.
Oh, cool.
Say something cool.
What's up, guys? It's Cone Dodger here.
Can I mute other players? Is that a button?
Man.
Do you have any news? Do you have anything to share?
Check your canal, man. I'm about ready to fill that in with water, by the way, because it's would be convenient.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll probably do the walls if you want.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on building anything.
Oh, it was literally you just dug it. That was it.
Hey, man, I'm just a contractor. Yeah.
You ever gonna finish your house?
I'll have you know.
Who shot? Who shot? Who shot?
Thank you for secret servicing me.
Didn't have anything to do with this.
Whoa, hey, what's going on now? Who did that?
Just getting freaking shot over here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Whoa,
Weird.
I guess you gotta be careful. I didn't know you did that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
What are you doing with the blue wool, or do I want to know?
What blue wall?
Okay. So, for a ton of reasons that I will get into later, there was a little bit of a gap between me recording stuff from the first, couple days on the server and then to now. So it looks wildly different, just immensely different. The shops district has already popped off. We got some more people joining in. The bank is open. That bank opening ceremony looked absolutely nuts and insane. So maybe I'm not heartbroken to have missed that. But we do have a bank which you can get a safety deposit box, which I believe involves you getting your own ender chest. So that ain't gonna happen yet. Oh, look at that. Beef's got a regular wolf. We were talking about wolves a little bit earlier in the week. Roll that beautiful wolf footage.
Howdy, Cone.
Hey, what's going on?
Not too much. Have you seen my puppers? I've got 3 of them now. Look at this guy. This guy's a special-looking guy.
Oh, yeah. Is that from a taiga?
Snowy area. Yeah. These guys make the most horrific sounds, by the way. So if you do get dogs, yeah.
It's awful.
The worst. Yeah, no, they sound like they're injured all the time.
I was just like looking for trees out in the wilderness, and all of the dogs just sound like they're being beaten. It's awful.
The worst. I wish there was a way to mute them.
Is this what you've been up to today?
Yeah, this is the bank. I'm building the bank, and now I'm kind of building a stone ring around it, and eventually I want everybody to set up their temporary shop/stall areas right outside the ring here, so that we have a nice little circular marketplace to start.
Gotcha. Is any money in the bank?
There's nothing in the bank.
There's nothing in the bank.
There's literally nothing.
That's too much like my own bank, Beef. Stop.
Yeah. There's literally absolutely nothing in here right now. So
some leaves. So yeah, he did find himself a plain OG wolf. They still sound pretty weird. Still pretty confused by that. But yeah, the shops district is popping off over here. I'm gonna do a little tour. Is this on the mend by Never See? Nothing good is gonna come from this. You can get a mending book for an IOU. Nope. I want nothing to do with that. This one is funny. I'll get back to that. It's funny for reasons. Then we got Good Night Sleeps over here. This everybody on this server keeps dying because they don't have beds. Good's got a solution to that. So make sure you check out Good's video to figure out if you think I should get a bed or not. Should I don't know, lease a bed from Good? Wait, do you have to sleep here? Payment 1 diamond per bed. Please be sure to register your warranty below. Okay, so you get a lime green bed. Not my first choice, I'm gonna say. I really like the irony of the situation, though, that Good, cornered the bed market. And, nobody can make beds, and everybody's building everything out of wool around him.
Listen, did you get a bed?
I did not get a bed. It's a terrible color.
Good. Yes, don't.
Yeah.
So I built a big master bed just to shove it in Goot's face.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what the consequences are going to be.
Is it green?
Fine. No.
Oh,
Red.
excellent. You know, I've known Goot a long time. He's very understanding.
Okay. I thought he had like some sort of penalty thing.
No, that doesn't sound like Goot.
Oh, I think you just need the warranty for his bed.
Yeah, I'm sure it's that innocent. I'm sure.
I hope so.
I think it will be. Improved bone and armor stall. What do we got here? 3 stacks of arrows for a diamond. Pay here. No payments. I know this Mindcrack crew. That's just people not paying. I'm certain of it. Building blocks. Ooh. Now this I am interested in. Cobble, tough, random. Ooh. Okay. Oh, crap. Goot's actually on here? Oh, shit. He didn't hear any of that. It's fine.
I heard you.
You didn't hear nothing. You in the sewers?
No, I'm in my hole.
Oh, you're bottling. Wait,
I'm killing chickens.
I thought you collected chickens. You don't kill them.
Depends. I need levels.
You don't sell depends. You sell good nights.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's more people under me. Oh, there's a Fedron. That makes sense. See, Fedron I expect to be beneath me. That sounded so much worse than it really was. Wait. Surely you can hear me now. Where are you? This whole sewer rat situation, it's a thing. All right, well, anyway, I'm going to go clear the trees of where the quarry, or not the quarry, the port, the shipping port will be, and finally start to make some progress on here. Fedron, I know you're listening. If you're listening, jump up and down. If you're listening, don't do anything. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Alright, I think that's about enough trees cleared out of here. I don't want to use up too much space. I do want this to look kind of, well, obnoxious is the only word I can think of, and very brutal and industrial, but I don't want to go and take up the whole area, especially since I'm encroaching on my own base. Over this hill is where I plan to build my house, and it's a pretty small hill for a build that I have determined is going to be quite large. So I'm actually going to need to do some terraforming over here to enlarge this mountain, this hill, if you will, to build my little house. And I'll be in view of Nebris over there, who I don't trust Nebris for anything, but I really do like his building style. So a good neighbor to have. So in the end, I need some dirt to build that out, and I want to clear this out to flatten it out so we can start building the port. So I'm gonna start doing that, and let's chat, shall we? If you're kind of newer to my content, I am more of a traditional Let's Player, if you will. I really enjoyed the days when Let's Playing was kind of just people playing video games, talking about their lives, and not a whole lot else. Not to say that I don't enjoy, you know, RP or storylines or stuff like that. I enjoy that. I really enjoy the interactions. I'm having a ton of fun with the voice proximity mod this time around. But at the end of the day, I pretty much just start recording and start talking, and whatever comes out, comes out. I don't know where I could have learned that from. Good. Kurt. But yeah, that's how I do. So, why the gap? Why was there this weird gap in between the beginning of the season and now? Why so much progress? Well, life sure is an interesting thing, let me tell you. Again, I'm gonna do a little bit of like recapping here. Hold on, let me place torches before Fedrin flips out. Yeah, just to not I'm not gonna give you my whole life story here, but more of the current situation. I am an aging millennial who is I'm gonna still call myself a new parent, even though I think you lose that claim after the first year. I think after the first year, you're no longer a new parent, but it's still new to us, okay? So, yeah, we have a 2.5-year-old, and life is chaotic. I am pretty much, I would say, full-time parent, part-time creator. That's how I would divvy out my hours of the week, and that's a lot of fun, and I do enjoy all of that. That's something that I yearned for a very long time.
Coin Dodger.
What's up? You taking Brian's trees right now?
Is this his trees?
I'm kidding. Do you need spruce though? I got tons of spruce.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna make my, upgrade from a starter home, which essentially was a glorified wooden shed. So
Brian's here.
We'll draw up a line in the land to who owns what.
Were you building behind him here?
Just at the edge here.
Oh, okay.
Off the cove, so it's gonna be like a dock base.
Oh, okay. So yeah, over here, like I'm clearing all this out. This is gonna be like a super industrial build over here. Just as fair warning.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
Okay.
gonna make a dock, and then my plan is just to use that as like a port. Yeah, we'll see though. I haven't built properly in years, so
Yeah.
maybe I can pull a rabbit out of the hat.
You got this.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep you updated, man.
If you need spruce, I got lots. it's something that I think a lot of us are going to get used to. It's just the walking into each other's kind of conversations. But I do think that makes it fun. I am a severely in reformation introverted person. I'm trying every day to be better, and I have gotten a lot better over the years. I used to just be a terrified little content creator. Like I started this stuff as a way to kind of like rebuild my confidence after a confidence shattering experience of college. So I would say over the last dozen years of doing this, I've at least gotten comfortable enough to just strike up conversations with people. That's cool. I do enjoy that. So this whole proximity voice thing, it's only helping. It's only helping me overcome some of those hurdles more. But yeah, basically that's my day right now, and it's super fun. Really, I enjoy parenthood more than I really expected that I would. Before we started this, I had just kind of started getting into doing some like vlogging stuff, just kind of a little snapshot of what typical days are looking like right now. That was kind of just as a way to keep my sense of like creativity flowing. I notice if I don't make videos and I'm not making content, I feel very closed up as a person. So I might still continue doing those. In fact, I probably will still continue doing those. Very recently, if you ever hear me referred to Paint, I'm referring to my wife. She started working again for the first time since, the Bean, who, if you hear me refer to the Bean, that is our child. That is what we have dubbed our child. Since she was born, it's the first time that Paint has been working. So it's kind of still adjusting into that. Has not been a perfectly smooth situation. She just, kind of got a generic, let's say, retail job, and they are being even worse than generic retail job about it. It's not been super great. But yeah, there's a lot more days where instead of two parents, it's just me or just her. So kind of getting more into that groove of, parenting alone and making the videos, kind of about my day or our day is, it's a fun thing to do aside of that. I said I wasn't going to go into my whole life story, and I sure feel like I'm going into my whole life story. I guess that's enough information to bring you to the Mindcrack Rebirth event. This is something that I've known about for as long as it's been a thing. I would say of the people that were quote-unquote current Mindcrackers, or people adjacent to keeping Mindcrack going, I was one of the people that was a little bit more active within that community, trying to make sure if anything did happen that I knew about it, and if there was anything I could do, as far as content goes within the group, that I could do it. So when stuff kind of started to kick off a little bit, thanks to Good starting his single player series back, I certainly was first to respond as much as possible, as much as plans to get going here go. And when the date for the UHC and the opening of the server and stuff got picked, I was so ready. I was so ready and so excited to get into this. I've been yearning to make this kind of content again, and I have to be super momentarily thankful. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of dirt already. Thankful to everybody that's been supportive, not just of my content, but just pretty much overwhelming positivity all around. None of us were too sure how any of this would be received. It's dramatically different from the Mindcrack of old, but yet it's also, dramatically the same. And, people have changed too. The audience has changed. Everybody's gotten older, and there's people that are, new to Mindcrack altogether. Anyway, thank you to everybody for being just super cool about it. I ran out of potatoes. Oh no, I've got a poisonous potato. Have they ever done anything with the dirt, Fed? Oh, thank you, Fed. I didn't even notice. Didn't even notice the dirt. Well, we got plenty of dirt to expand that island hill thing over there. Hey, guy.
Hello?
I got some grievances with your security over here.
I don't know who put this here, but I'm upset. I'm hurt.
You're very hurt. You have arrows everywhere.
I haven't built here for like 2 days because of these guys. I can't get work in here. These are terrible conditions. So I'm building like, I guess, our first prison.
Yeah, well, had to happen eventually. Are they just... Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah, they hurt.
They hurt. Hey, like the gray.
You like the gray? Hey,
Yeah.
there's color. It's coming.
I wasn't
So
even
this
being
is-
sarcastic. I know it sounded sarcastic, but I appreciate a
also-
gray build. Because now you get to pop
the
this
tough-
color.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about the contrast.
Mm-hmm.
And the toughest qualified is green, by the way. It's definitely not gray.
Yo, okay. Sorry.
It's like, if you put this next to like a green screen,
Mm-hmm.
like it would be invisible because it's the same color, really.
I was really with you till this point. But not the mossy cobblestone.
Well, it all looks the same to me.
Can somebody be like grayscale blind? Is that a thing?
I mean, maybe.
Hey,
Alright,
you're tunneling, right?
I'm tunneling and I'm bridging.
The bridge goes this way, obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you
so
seen the other side?
the tunnel goes that way, correct?
The tunnel goes the other cardinal direction.
The other cardinal. Okay, so we shouldn't interfere
Yeah,
with each
yeah.
other. Oh, that's
No,
beautiful.
no.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like this. Oh my god. On the other side. Sorry, my copper oxidized too much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like when you have a watermelon and it just ripens way too fast.
Exactly the same.
Gotta wax it. Oh, waxed.
Bro, where are you getting all this wax?
Oh, soccer got me to the
Soccer
wax.
provides.
He
what he
needed
does.
like a reason to play, and I'm like, well, you can get me stuff.
Yeah,
So
I
I
mean,
gave him
that's
like
fair.
a shopping list, and I mean, it's really the best way to play Minecraft. Just get
It's-
someone else to.
It's
Fine.
horrible, but like I did enjoy that aspect of like fan servers and stuff where it's just like
Yes.
you log in,
Yes.
it's just like, oh, look at these chests full of supplies I needed.
100%. That's what it feels like. It feels exactly like a subscriber server.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
I like the bridge though. That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So this will go the other way. Which, because I know you're doing the canal.
Indeed.
I don't know how big your boats are going to be.
They're gonna be huge, but like it's irrelevant how huge they are because this is a video game, believe it or not.
Oh. You're not gonna make like a piston boat that goes like.
Bro, I ain't Seth.
Pisting. I mean, yeah,
I was impressed by illagers in a boat.
true. I was impressed by the wax that you can put on.
Oh,
Hopper.
yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I could make like a bigger bridge.
I think it would. I mean, I'm not here to step on your toes, but would it be cool to do a drawbridge right here, or like
A drawbridge.
so like just make it visually look like it opens up, and then have the minecarts jump across the gap?
Jump across the.
Yeah, you can totally do that. Like just angle it up on both sides a little bit so that big ships could pass through, and then have the minecart jump over it.
Here at Mindcrack Riddle, we like to think of travel safety as one of our core concepts. Don't know if this like, crazy jumping thing. I mean, I know you're like into racing and dangerous driving.
You really let me down here.
I'm balancing.
I'm here to try to stretch your creative vision. I'm trying to make you better at you.
I do appreciate that.
These guys are
take it
super
into-
annoying.
They are. I might just kill them.
Just think about it. Or a suspension bridge. Like change it to a suspension bridge segment.
Yeah. We could definitely use a suspension bridge. I don't think we can do something that opens up, but we can make it look like it might open up. All right.
All right, I'm going to go back to boring people about the mediocrity of my life, okay?
All right. Good luck. I'm going to see if I can maybe commit some murder.
Let me know if you hate this and you want me to edit it so that my stories aren't interrupted. But if you like this, that's fine. So, the recording day of the UHC. Paint had already planned a trip to where, oh, hello, staircase down, to where she moved here from. So another little slice of backstory. I grew up in Florida. I hated it. And moved to North Carolina in 2019. Met Paint. And she moved from New York, from Northwest New York, down to North Carolina. So we kind of accidentally met in the middle, for better or for worse. Paint was planning a trip to go up there to take care of some administrative business, we will call it, and hang out with some friends and family that she doesn't see very often, which was great. It happened to be the same weekend of the UHC, which was a little stressful, but really not a huge deal. Bean is now 2.5, heading towards 3. She's starting to get to the point where I can trust her for an hour or two to not burn down the house or, crush herself under something to some degree. Granted, I will monitor her the entire time because she is an absolute rascal and will get into absolutely anything she can. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting to that point. So I was like, I can make that work. It's just for the weekend. We'll make it happen. And I think, as you could tell, it did work out pretty well, honestly. She didn't nap that entire day, even though she desperately needed to, because I think she was probably just a little bit wound up and worked up because things were different. Why isn't mom home? And my routine is all out of whack, and why are you suddenly insisting that I nap right now later in the day? So I was just like, you know what? That's fine. If you want to just chill on the couch, put on some cartoons she likes, and it worked out. She pretty much just sat there, mellowed out the whole time, and we got through the UHC. Thank God it was a short one, not a full 3-hour thing, because that never would have happened. And I think I only had to, pause once. And I didn't get to do like the post UHC hangout or anything like that, but that's fine. It was fine. It all worked out absolutely fine. It was great. Well, that's when things started to kind of turn upside down for us. As Paint was up there, one of the things she was trying to do was renew her registration. She is from a American Indian tribe, and they do registration every 2 years just to basically verify that you are still an alive human. And it's just a usual quick little thing. Well, because of the way that their system works, the Bean is also registered within that tribe. And she was going to go up there and get both of theirs done because it was a every other year thing, and this was the year. So it was all going to work out. Getting up there is difficult because we live in the South. We don't have cars with, snow-ready tires and whatnot. And they live, within the lake effect snow area. So it is not something to mess around with. So wanted to go ahead and get that taken care of well before it was possibly an issue. As she was up there, she got her registration done. And she was like, all right, cool. Can I do my daughter's? And the person was like, cool. She needs to be here. She needs to be here in person. Well, that is not good because she is currently over 1,200 miles away. So Paint immediately just calls me and is like, I got bad news. We got to try to get this Bean up to New York now. Because Paint had already called off for work, and it was kind of a now or never situation. So Paint drove herself all the way up there one day, stayed for one day, got everything done within 3 days. She was heading back on the third day. So that's already 20 hours round trip to drive there and back. Round trip would indeed suggest there and back, yes. So she drives back. I start thrashing to get stuff ready to take Bean on a very long road trip. It's something we have not done since she was like 7-8 months old. So we're just like panic thrashing, getting stuff together, getting ready to go to drive her up there. And neither of us really felt right. Sorry, I'm moving the mic closer to me. Neither of us really felt right cannonballing it, doing the whole thing in one trip. Just doesn't feel right to, lock a toddler in a car for 12 hours or so. That's I'm sure people do it, but it don't feel right to us. But honestly, I wasn't like super distraught about it. I was certainly a little sad to miss out on the early days of server and stuff like that, but it is what it is. And I had a pretty good feeling about all of this at that point. Like, it felt like things were really happening here, and there was going to be activity. It wasn't going to be one of those situations like the last time I joined the server where I joined and then nobody existed after that. So I wasn't too distraught about it. We're just gonna have to do this, and I enjoy going up there. I like that area. I like seeing it. I like seeing her family because it's not something we've really done a whole lot of. I've not really hung out with her family too terribly much. So I was like, this'll work out. It'll be fine. We'll make it happen. So we take off down the road and try to make it, halfway. Get a hotel, stay for the night. Honestly, Bean did fantastic. Yeah, she had her moments of like, I'm very bored of this, and getting frustrated. But overall, she did fantastic. I couldn't be happier with how she handled all of that. We make it up there, and we leave early enough on the second day so that we can let's just knock out the registration like immediately. Let's get that done with day one. We walk into the office. She signs, the paperwork. They're like, all right, take it over to here. Walks over, hands this paperwork off. We're all, looking tired and dreary, but we're all there. We were all there, and she signs it, and it's like, all right, you're good to go. Which already I was like, wow, that was very quick for something we just spent, now 30 hours of driving doing. Really kind of wish that would have been more involved. And then, as we're like turning around to leave, the words are muttered, hey, just so you know, you didn't have to come here. You can just mail it in. As if that were not infuriating enough, the person who told her that she had to come up in person was sitting next to her. That was directly next to the person that helped us. So, thankfully, Paint didn't say this to me at the time. I didn't know it was the same person because I am a pretty shy, reserved person. But I think at that point I would have been angry enough to probably have blown a little bit of a fuse with this individual. Oh, goodbye, Diamond Shovel. I'll miss you forever. She did not inform me of this until, after we left the building. And it was definitely just a kick right in the nads. But I gotta be honest, I was still pretty positive because, like I said, we don't get to go up there very often. I was happy to be able to get to see people. I was happy that the Bean was going to get to see people, including her great grandmother, and who knows how many times she's ever going to get to see her. So it's fantastic. That's all great. That's all just fine. We'll make it work. She had an amazing time. We got to hang out with her grandfather. Went out on a side-by-side. Went through a trip through the woods, went to the creek. She was living life, smiling as much as you could smile. And then we headed back the next day and stayed at a hotel again. Again, I would say she did pretty well. She handled it pretty darn well, considering, the amount of unusualness of the situation. I could tell by the second hotel stay she was pretty over it, but she was holding it together. We hit the road. We basically have no major dramas on the road other than just an immense amount of construction. I really love the drive, going through West Virginia. It's really not a bad experience. It's a fun highway. It's scenic. It's a lovely part of the country. West Virginia is one of the most beautiful parts of this country. It's just a shame that it's West Virginia.
What you doing?
Oh, just destroying the land.
Oh, nice. I love that for nature.
It's good. Yeah, it's good for nature. I am...
What has nature ever done for us anyway?
Right.
Yeah. Screw them. Screw that. Yeah. We don't need it.
Don't need it. So we stay at our second hotel. We get sheets for the 40th time in the matter of 6 days. After trying to find food in West Virginia, which was scary and bad. Paint at one point went off to go to a Kroger to get us groceries, and she just came back looking like she had just seen a zombie apocalypse, which she probably did because it was a Kroger in the middle of West Virginia. But we did it, we made it. We made it home. Everything was working out. And then within about, I don't know, it felt like 20 minutes of being home, Paint got violently ill to the stomach, full on bad stomach. And we kind of were just yeah, you've been on the road now for 45 hours total. Just living off of food from the road. It's probably just catching up with you. It's just catching up with you. But it was bad. It got bad real quick, real furious. We just kind of go back into it, and I go back to full-time parent because she's trying to recover from the stomach issue. And right as she's like starting to come around a little bit, but it's like, I might still go, to a doctor, get checked out. It's been pretty bad. I pop off. And I'm not kidding. Probably, I would say, the second worst stomach ailment I've ever had. I got norovirus at PAX many years ago now, like 6 years ago. That was the worst. Like that was actually as close to death from puking as I think a human being can get. This wasn't quite that bad, but it was still real bad. And at that moment, I knew we were doomed. It's been 2.5 years, 2 3/4 years, whatever. Bean has never once. I'm sorry if you're icked by stomach stuff or gross things. Feel free to skip ahead or whatever. She's never once thrown up. She has not experienced throwing up before. When I fell apart, I was like, it's over. There's no way she's not gonna get this. Like, there's no chance. I spent the entire next day just completely demolished. Paint was still pretty much demolished, but at least like not hugging porcelain the whole time. And we were just about through that day of me just being, absolutely useless, way more useless than usual. And I think she was like about to text somebody or about to message somebody and say like, we did it. We made it through the day. We at least got to this point and we can all just go to bed. And Bean's 3-year streak, we'll call it, came to an end, and she got hit with it. And we were both pretty much in full panic mode. Not just because we've never had, that kind of sick toddler before. We've never experienced that kind of sickness with her. We've never had a kid with a stomach bug, so it's already kind of scary. A little bit more backstory. We also live here completely alone. Like, we have no friends, no family, no contacts within hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles. Basically, my parents are the closest, and they're over 6 hours away. So, for all reality, we are alone here. And to experienced parents, that's probably like silly and ridiculous to be panicked about a stomach bug, but for us, it was not silly. It was a dire situation. So that happens. She pops off. I am still basically unable to function. Like, I am barely functioning. I've at least stopped also hugging the porcelain, but it just hurt. Oh my gosh, I've never experienced a stomach bug, I guess since norovirus. Maybe it was again, who knows. That just hurt so bad. Every joint, every muscle was just pain. And I was darn in the thick of it at that point. And Paint is exhausted. Just pure exhausted, hasn't eaten, hasn't slept well, just completely wrecked. I was like, if things start getting real bad, if she starts going like we were going, then probably consider, taking her somewhere and just hoping that they can see her and maybe give us a room for the night just to get through it. That was an absolute dream. That was a fantasy. I guess we both should have recognized the embarrassment that is the healthcare system here, that wasn't going to happen. So instead we sat in the lobby for 2.5 hours waiting to be called, seeing absolutely nobody in front of us get called, and having our child leave non-insignificant amounts of her stomach contents in their lobby. Thankfully, everyone was really sweet about it, and nobody was cross or anything, so it was what it was. But eventually I was just like, I think we just need to call it. Bean was already starting to like fall asleep. Kids are so much different than adults with sickness. Like the way they can rebound in certain situations is absolutely bananas. And this seemed to be one of those cases. And thankfully, I was actually starting to kind of come around a little bit. A little bit. I had slept basically the whole day, so I had enough energy in me that I just laid there with her, making sure she was not going to choke. And through the night, she had a couple little episodes, but nothing too terrifying. And we made it through the night and everything. Unfortunately, paint is still on the mend. I am at like, I'll say 70. I'm gonna go with up to 80% today. I needed to get in here and play because my FOMO is kicking in so hard. Just watching all the activity on the server and not being on here was killing me. So I was like, you know what? No calories in my stomach. I don't care. I'm gonna go on here. I'm gonna break some blocks, and tell everyone about our no good, very bad sequence of days. That was, in short, I spared you some of the other unfun details of it, but that was pretty much the last of our 7 days. Now, actually kind of stretching on 9. But as I mentioned on Blue Sky, yeah, I use Blue Sky. I skeet. If you want to read skeets. Super thankful to everybody that was like commenting and being excited about the Mindcrack stuff. I was watching along, there's a lot of people on here that I'm unfamiliar with, and I was watching their videos, catching up with people, seeing what people's styles are, and just watching the community respond. I think that's kind of what kept me going morally, like just watching the excitement of this stuff and seeing things go well made me feel good. Not that I felt any responsibility to this per se, but I did kind of a little in the fact that, Good kind of started doing the YouTube stuff again immediately after I made a video about Good and YouTube stuff. It felt like there was a little bit of pressure. Not from anybody other than me, but I was worried that, if it was a catastrophe, I was going to feel terrible. But it doesn't seem like a catastrophe at all. And there you have it. There's the story. There's what happened. That's where I've been. But things are back in order now. So hopefully within the next week or so, I'll get back to kind of my normal streaming schedule, which I desperately need to do because streaming is essentially how we keep the lights on here, or at least partially. And I always say this, but thank you to the many patrons that have been keeping the lights on for years now through the ebbs and flows of content. When stuff like this happens, when the shit hits the fan, patrons are who keep us going. So all of you definitely get the props for that. And to anyone that is new and is hanging out and has been commenting, love seeing your comments about just kind of being happy to see older style Let's Play content, a little bit more basic. It is kind of my style. I do try on occasion to burn myself with lava. Can I incorporate that lava into this build somehow? Maybe. You have any ideas? Do you have any ideas of a lava connection to a shipping port or like a cargo hub? I'm not coming up with any right now, but we'll keep thinking on that. I think I'm gonna leave that there, and we'll just. I think this is enough space. Yeah, let's shear this wall right here. So, yeah, we'll plan on building a retaining wall there. Yeah, to those that are into that kind of stuff, welcome. Hope you hang out. Hope you have fun. Hope it's calming or enjoyable vibes for you. Sorry if you just got launched into a full hour-long slice of my life that you maybe were not prepared for. That's how I roll. Certainly not every video of mine will be like this, where I'm just kind of talking IRL stuff, but it is more of what I usually do on live stream or in stay-at-home cone. But boy, it sure did feel good to get some actual work done here on the server, even if it's nothing monumental, but it's a good start. It's a good start.
Hello, Cone.
It's beautiful.
It's a work in progress. I'll say that much.
It's got a vintage flair. What can I say?
Yeah, a classic look. That's what we're going for.
It's perfect.
Thank you.
Your grill is a little exposed, though.
It is, yeah. Smoking the meats, man. Smoking the meats.
Smoke the meats.
Dutch drawbridge, I think.
Oh, a Dutch drawbridge.
It's got like those things that like counterweights on the top. And
Yeah. I'm a nerd.
I think that would look
yeah.
I think that would look sick.
That's actually really perfect because you're right at the deepest part of the river, and I'm gonna dredge this all the way out. Is dredge a word for you?
I think it's a game on Steam.
Is it?
That's the only place I've ever seen dredge.
Oh, well, I'm gonna dig out the river all the way out. All right, I think that's where I'll sign out for the day. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.